'Cause it's the West Side Stories with Tommy Lucero. They got more weed than they do dinero. It's the West Side Stories with your host Wes Brenner, Tommy Lucero. How could it get much better? West Side Stories. All right, let's start the show. We got Tommy Lucero, returning guest, the number one most returned guest to West Side Stories podcast. I'm going to pan this up a little bit. But yeah, what's up, Tommy?
Not much, buddy.
We're back.
It is fantastic to be back.
Hell yeah, dude.
Appreciate the chance to come hang out.
Oh, me too. We're always happy to have you back, and we also might have another surprise.
By the way, this episode
guest.
and my appearance unofficially sponsored by Monster Energy Drinks.
Hell yeah.
If you want to be up until God knows when and probably vomit a little in your sleep, Monster.
Yeah, dude.
For energy.
Unlock the monster under your bed, dude. Little monsters. There's a Howie Mandel inside of every can.
If you stay up long enough, you do feel the little elves on your skin.
Yeah, little Danny Elfman's just crawling.
Yes.
All
little
over
Danny
you.
Elfman's all playing different instruments all over you.
Yeah, hello.
Which is
up.
actually something I would pay top dollar for.
Yeah.
No Diddy, but I would love to have Danny Elfman's all over me.
Yeah, no Diddy. Hey, get down.
Take that. Oh man, there's a. Do you follow all that at all?
What?
The stuff that's been happening supposedly, allegedly to that guy
To Diddy?
while he's been in prison.
Well, isn't Luigi Mangione in the same prison as him? That's what I heard. They're in the same prison. They're probably just like kicking it out there. Let's go squeeze that a little.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Don't you think like maybe it's a little bit? You ever used to watch a superhero cartoon when you were a kid, like Super Friends?
I've never had a friend, not much less a super one.
Well, when I was a kid, they used to have all the superheroes, like Superman,
friends.
Batman, all that shit.
Yeah, it was a show.
In the Hall of Justice.
Okay, yeah.
And then they had the evil people in the Legion of Doom.
Hell yeah,
which is what I basically think all prisons kind of are. There's certain lockups, not all of them. Anybody that might watch this has been put in, just you know who. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But those people would be the Legion of Dooms. And I would suspect that this one that they got in the old New York there, that's got to be like the A-listers, from what I understand.
Yeah, the A's to
the A-lister, quote unquote villains.
Damn. In Alcatraz?
Alcatraz? Dude, oh man. Those were fucking... Do you ever watch documentaries on all that shit?
No, my like most, poignant knowledge of Alcatraz comes from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Mine comes from The Rock, starring Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage.
Oh, not the Dwayne Johnson one.
No.
Okay,
I try to have
Rock.
at least amount of Dwayne Johnson in
Except
my life.
people refer to Alcatraz as the Rock too, right? Because they like swim away
that's
from
one of that's Sean
Rock.
Connery's line in the movie.
Oh, that's why they call it the Rock.
Welcome to the Rock.
Oh, nice. He's like, welcome to the Rock. It's just they're just like inside of Dwayne Johnson.
Welcome to the Rock. I'm Bond, James Bond.
Yeah.
That's not the line, Sean.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do the whole thing over. This tape costs money.
He's like, well, edit it out and don't have a woman speak to me.
We are
directly.
in the age of digital right now, so we are not in the age of digital. I'm sorry. I wish we were. But this shit still costs money.
Yeah.
You old domestic abusing bastard.
Yeah. I'm Sean Connery, and I still believe the things I said about women 20 years later.
Everything I said back in the 70s and 60s, I mean it today.
I stand by it.
From the grave,
doubling
I
down.
disparage all women.
Yeah, all of them should rot, including my mother who ruined me.
But not until after they've satisfied me.
Yeah. First, you must have Vince McMahon level orgies with me and all of my boys. They're gonna defecate on your chest. That's just the first step, and then
Amber Heard will be there.
Yes, she is the poop director.
You know what? Honestly, dude, my roommate when I came home, he was watching some movie with Amber Heard in it, and I saw her face. And, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Bomb.
She's hot.
Hot.
She's.
I would let her. I'm not into poop play, and I would change that for her. I would get into it like a dog in obedience class. I would learn.
She does look like somebody that
would be very
into
good
some weird shit.
yeah. She's probably a dominatrix, which I don't like to be bossed around. So that would be. Then I would have heard
And
enough
she parties
from Amber.
because supposedly she was because I keep up with all this shit because I have a lot of time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
She was at the same party that what's his face fucking Zac Efron OD'd at.
Okay.
And then they were all partying together. So she gets down because they were doing K or something like that.
Okay, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Hell
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly. Well, maybe not for me. Not that allegedly.
The magic word for today's show is allegedly.
Allegedly, folks. ALLEDG. I'm just kidding. I can't spell. I might have been close, honestly, there, but you know what? I'm not a killer in the B, so.
Did you hear that the president said the drones in Jersey were sanctioned by the FAA?
No, that's those are big drones. They said they were like the size of SUVs. And stuff.
They
That's
should have
pretty
had
cool.
Willem Dafoe riding on the top of them. That's how big they were.
Dafoe.
They're like the size of the Green Goblin's glider.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They were that big. Like you remember in Star Wars where the robots are just flying? They're like big, like pill-shaped robots. That's what a lot of the videos look like of those things. And now they don't even talk about them anymore.
Those are future Xanax dealers. Those are Xanax dealers of the future.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine you order some fucking random dick pills online, and then all of a sudden a big pill robot, and it just comes out in a little parachute.
The pill robot.
Inconspicuous bag, as they say.
Inspector fucking barbiturate.
That'd be cool, dude, if Wall-E rolled up to your front porch with
Wall-E.
with some Xanax and a little plastic baggie.
Wall-E likes to party.
Just like a little strobe light pops out of his head with just starts playing like Charlie XCX or something.
The E stands for ecstasy.
Wall-E. Yeah.
Wall-E.
Yeah, dude.
I want to get down. From the floor, from the window to the Wall-E.
Wall-E, make the beat drop. That'd be you know how bad I want to go to an EDM festival.
A Wall-E.D.M festival.
Yeah, man. I mean, when I
Wall-E.D.M.
I think some birthday I'm gonna plan that. Have you been to one of those things? I just want to do an insane amount of hallucinogenics.
Oh yeah, no, I did that for like 10 years.
Well, I don't need to do it that long.
I know. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't recommend.
I mean, I'm 65 now.
Know. Yeah, we look the same, and I'm like 10 years younger than you. You don't need 10 years of festivaling.
No, I've done painstaking certain drug use to make myself stay the way I am.
Yeah. You've done the good drugs. You're like,
but I don't know what they were having me test in high school because there was kids would just give me pills.
They're like,
hey Tommy, tell me what this does. All right,
we call him the guinea pig.
Yeah. I used to take black and yellow ones, all little white ones.
You should check the chat and see if Ace is here potentially.
Chat. Is Ace here?
I don't know. Hey there, chat.
Hey, chat.
Hey, Chad the chatterbox.
No,
still has not. He was like, I'll be there at 6. 6 is come and gone, my friend.
It does do that. There are 2 of those do happen every day, though.
Yeah.
So you never know what's 6.
A broken clock,
Yeah, this is right twice. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I love the Killer Clowns, dude. Why is that? I gotta wonder why nobody's ever had a band called the Killer Clowns. But then again, at the same time, there's already Kiss.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what they look like.
Yeah, they are like the Killer Clowns, which is behind you, actually. Kiss is right there.
What's your favorite album?
I actually am not like a Kiss. Like I like Kiss, but not to the point where I could name albums and stuff like that. I just it seems kind of like
I like that with quite a few groups too.
Yeah, I'm there's a lot of most of my bands that I love. I can name as their albums. Kiss is one of those ones that I like. a couple songs here and there, like and stuff. And like if I hear a Kiss song, I'm like, okay, I fuck with it. But it's not really like something I'm putting on, or like, you know what I mean? It's not something or something that I've gone and listened to so much. But like I like Detroit Rock City, that movie.
Yeah.
You know, and so I like.
Oh yeah, the album, the same album.
And the album. Okay, that's
really good.
yeah,
really
that's
good.
the album. So yeah, so it's like, I don't like know them so well but I do think Kiss is pretty cool. Like I think they've got some good songs, you know, and shit.
I have gotten to see them once.
I was sick. How was that?
Fucking amazing at the sports arena.
Hell yeah.
There's like little podiums in the middle of the floor area.
Yeah.
And they were zip lining the different ones, and then Gene Simmons floated above the stage, and blood came out of his mouth. And
that's crazy.
So cool.
That was wild. So yeah, like I think Kiss is pretty fucking cool. I think it is weird that they're now like going to be holograms, and like they're doing a hologram show. You don't know about that? Yeah, they sold their likeness.
That sounds about right.
They sold their likeness for $40 million, I think, or maybe it was just $4 million. It can't be though. I think it was.
It's got to be more.
I think it was $40 million, but I think it was like $40 million. But
it's Kiss.
But anyways, yeah, they sold their likeness, and now like. Yeah, to this like AI like or whatever, this like hologram company. So now they're gonna be playing like at this. I forget where the venue is, or maybe it's they're doing multiple actually. Or I think they built a venue for it. Like but it's just gonna be like Kiss like every weekend. Like Kiss
they should do
playing.
it like Hall of Presidents. They shouldn't do holograms. Have you ever seen Hall of Presidents in Disneyland?
No.
The shitty animatronics. It's like statues with plastic faces and stuff like that, you know, the rubber faces, and they're George Washington talking and stuff.
Yeah,
they should do the same thing for Kiss. They should do the animatronics of the Hall of Presidents for the Kiss tour. Where they just come out and like they only do certain moves the whole time. And they like it's like watching Kiss do a shitty version of the robot the whole time. They don't play actual chords or nothing like that. They're just like pantomiming the whole time.
Yeah. Wait, what is the Kiss dude's name? Not George Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons. Okay, never mind.
Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Peter Criss, Ace Frehley, because I had no life.
No, I mean I could name you all the members of the Grateful Dead, and that's just as dorky.
That's more of a feat to me.
That's just as dorky, you know.
Like that's like a fucking old school jam band version of Slipknot. There's so many of them.
They're like Slipknot after they ate acid. Like if Slipknot
they ate clean acid.
Yeah, if Slipknot ate good acid, they became Grateful Dead. If they didn't do meth and then they fucking did acid, just did the LSD, Slipknot is actually the Grateful Dead. Like in a different dimension. Like Slipknot just.
No, I think like if the Grateful Dead were like a Voltron, if they all came together to form something, it would be a sugar cube of acid.
Yeah. It's like
come together and form a trip that's going to be for about 3.5 weeks long.
Yeah, a sugar cube of acid makes the fucking reality go down.
That it does. That it does. I also found acid makes my dick go down. It never really worked well on acid.
It makes the meditation go down, dude.
Yeah, maybe it was just me though.
Yeah, no, I don't like. I haven't had like a lot of sex on psychedelics, but like that's not like I don't think super cool. Like you don't like you don't want like your penis like turning into a snake as it's like going into this chick, and then like her like vagina is like the mouth of like some like fucking dragon or some like eel creature, and it's like sucking in your penis, and then you're like trying to pull it back, like you're like no, like it's like a vacuum, it's like a fucking just fucking sucking. It's like that movie Teeth and shit. Like
Jesus Christ,
that. Like that's what I'm saying, dude. Like your mind can wander to places when you're on psychedelics.
Which is a fantastic movie. Good reference, by the way. Thank you very much.
I don't think that...
I haven't thought about that for a long time, and now I remember why.
Yeah, middle school, my buddies were all about that movie, and I was like, dude, I'm just trying to get laid for the first time. Like, I don't want to make this process worse. Like? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's like...
oh, my God, bro.
Yeah, don't make me less stoked about fucking hooking up. But no, so...
I used to do a lot of acid, man. I really did when I was... like high school and like a little while after high school, but then I liked it too much, and I started doing like more amounts on top of it, and I was like, I gotta stop. I can't be doing this like this. And then after I stopped, I was like, I'm not really. I don't think there's anything else I can really open up in there.
Yeah,
and if I do, maybe it's because I'll go to a concert or something like that. And that'll like enhance it, make it a little bit more fun.
Yeah,
and, it'd be fun to watch John Mayer's face melt. So I wouldn't do it if I went to a Grateful Dead show.
No, that's why a lot of people want to kidnap him and take a blowtorch to that pretty thing.
Yeah,
watch his face melt.
We all want to destroy something beautiful.
It's like that fucking Nirvana song, Polly, or what is that song? Yeah,
Paul. Yeah. I forget the fucking lyric.
Paul, you want a crack or something like that. I
think I should get off her first.
Yeah, that song's about like a dude like kidnapping.
I think she wants some water to put out the blowtorch.
Yeah, put out the blowtorch. Yeah, and
there we go.
Broken wings. Can it be?
Oh man,
broken wings.
I remember the.
Yeah, take a ride.
The one thing that I will always regret is not going to see Nirvana at a sports arena. The In Utero tour, the last tour. Because I told my mom, and she goes, Tommy,
Ma, I need to go see Nirvana, Ma.
It's a school night. Besides, that band will be around forever.
No, no,
oh,
Mom,
golly.
no.
Ma.
She's like, oh yeah, Nirvana, they're not going anywhere.
That
Tommy.
guy seems stable.
Yeah, he kills himself the next day.
And now look what we're left with. Fucking Foo Fighters.
I actually know, I know somebody who didn't go to Nirvana the night, like before, like the last show. And
the last show.
They like missed the last show, and then he like killed himself like the next week or
that
something.
Week.
Or like
that week when they went on break.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how like soon he killed himself after like the last show, but whatever the last show was, they missed whoever this. I forget who. I'm not doing this story justice, but I do remember somebody being like, "Yeah, I fucking missed Kurt Cobain's like last show," and you're like, "That's." Really rough. Like it sucks that you missed him, but missing like the day before someone kills themselves, or maybe it was Soundgarden.
Chris Cornell.
It might have been Soundgarden. It might have been Soundgarden.
The videos I've seen of that last show that he did were really fucking good too.
I bet Chris Cornell was pretty awesome. Like he would do like it's funny because he like got sober after like pretty early because like when he was a kid he was doing acid a bunch too, and he also had like a bout with PCP, like I think only like one time or something, but like he like was getting
one time for like 9 years.
Yeah, one time for 9 years I did PCP straight. And like just one continuous PCP trip, like
I had it like that, bro.
Yeah, I know you like to get wet, Dave Chappelle.
What you talking about wet, Wayne Brady?
Yeah. It's Wayne Brady. You have to choke a bitch.
Run, bitch, run. Save yourself.
It's funny, like Wayne Brady like raps. Have you seen that?
No. Oh well, yeah. He does it.
He like raps, and then like Randall Park. Like there's like a video on YouTube of a bunch of like LA like actors like all rapping together. It's kind of lame, but like Randall Park's like not bad at rapping either. Like he's decent, like not like good, but like for an actor.
For Randall Park.
Yeah, for like Randall Park, like he's pretty good. He was in that movie Always Be My Maybe with Ali Wong. They did that movie. I don't know if you saw it. It's kind of cute, rom-com-y, like it was
Ali
on
Wong,
Netflix.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was funny. And
but
anyways, he was rapping in that a little bit, like less rappy. Like this, I think the thing on YouTube, they're rapping a little bit more, but This was still, he did the like
It's them
bounce
trying.
bounce ball, like he's like bounce like a tennis ball or something. That was the song, like bounce like a tennis ball, bounce like a basketball, bounce like a baseball, bounce like
That's good.
like we're off the wall. I don't know, I forget it, but I did like that movie. I remember watching that movie a bunch of times. Any word from the old
No.
Ace of Spades?
I think he's in the sea of protesters.
He's just in protest.
Yeah. He pulled over and joined the movement.
Yeah. He's like, he heard the bongo drums. He heard the sound of the drums. He's like, oh, like he's like, I gotta dance. Like
It triggered some sort of primal switch in his brain.
He's like, oh, we gotta protest. Like, gotta save the children.
Then he let a conga line into the freeway and protested and shut it down.
Yeah, he took some. He took a rosary. He just started fucking swinging it around like a fucking, like a goddamn,
Like a mace.
Yeah, like a fucking slingshot.
Like the ball on a chain is swinging it around the thing, but it's a rosary. A giant like cross on the end of a chain.
Yeah, dude. That's like there's a part like that in Sopranos where like have you seen The Sopranos?
I'm still watching.
Okay, I just watched the whole thing. Like,
oh, did you? How long did it take?
I mean, I binge watched it hard, like, but it was like it's still long ass show because it's like an hour long episodes.
Yeah.
So it took me like probably to like a month or something, like a month maybe. I think it was like a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it was like it's 6 seasons, but it's like an hour each episode. So.
I feel like I should go back and start over because I would watch it and then I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake up.
Yeah, there's
and then
stuff.
all of a sudden shit's all fucking.
No, yeah, you gotta like catch every part the first time you watch it, just because there's so many little things that like lead up to this and this.
And mind you, I'm not falling asleep because it's uninteresting.
No, it's
not
just
good.
long. You're smoking
I am
weed.
high.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting talking about that. But speaking of, but
I mean, you have to watch anything on television with dabs. I watched the new Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man cartoon.
with Miles Morales, the new.
No. There's a new one on Disney Plus. They made a new cartoon, and it's all the cartoon animation is like it looks like a comic book.
Yeah.
The frame for frame.
Yeah.
But it's animated and it's fucking awesome. And I like how they do the different universes and everything's slightly different in some way. Mm-hmm. It's so cool.
Yeah, no, that's pretty sick.
Doctor Strange with a creepy mustache.
Who's Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange is Doctor Strange.
Like,
he's Benedict Cumberbatch.
Is that? Oh yeah, I mean that's a show, right? Doctor Strange.
It was movies, yeah.
Movies. What am I thinking of? Doctor
Zhivago?
No.
Giggles.
Doctor
Dr. Giggles.
But Doctor Strange wasn't a TV show. What am I thinking of? There's a TV show that I'm thinking of that I've never seen, but like I worked at a record store, video store for a little bit, and I remember like filing that thing, but I don't know what I'm like. Something like within that. I don't know. The strange, the macabre. But yeah, no, dude, fucking like the what is it? Doctor Who? Doctor Who.
Oh yeah,
That's
I don't
what it
watch
is.
that.
I've never seen it, but that's what it was. That's a thing, right? That's a movie.
People dig it.
That's like a TV show, right?
That is a TV show where they travel around in the TARDIS.
That's what I'm thinking of. There's Doctor
and there's
Who.
a bunch of different Doctor Who's.
Okay. Hey, Doctor Who.
Hey there, Doctor Who.
Hey, Doctor Who are you?
Hey.
Hey, Doctor Who'sy what's it?
He
invented the candy bar.
Okay.
The Who'sy what's it? Dr. Whatchamacallit and Dr. Who'sy what's it? Doctors of Carmel and but yeah, dude, fucking yeah. No, I've been on the Mafia kick with it started with the Goodfellas here. I was watching Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is a fucking classic.
So good.
It's one of
goddamn.
It's my world usually stops every time it comes on. There's certain movies that if I see them randomly on TV, everything just stops.
Yeah.
I have to sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
And Goodfellas is one of them, man.
For sure.
So good.
Goodfellas, yeah. It's just fucking Pesci, De Niro, like.
The only thing that I feel is close to it is Casino.
Casino's so good too. It's just so long.
Yeah,
Casino's
like
longer.
lifetime.
Goodfellas is like a little bit more concise, but Casino's so good too. Just like Joe Pesci's so good. Fucking Robert De Niro's so good. Just like Casino's super cool. Casino's super classy too. Like it's got a feel to it. It's like
you went behind my back to try.
Yeah.
When they fucking show up in the middle of the desert and they want to talk. Or he wants to talk to him.
Dude.
Pesci wants to talk to De Niro.
Yeah. No, those are great scenes, dude. Like it's like
the next time you come out here, there's gonna be a fucking hallway or something like that.
Yeah. And no, it's a crazy. I mean, you really think about like how wild. I mean, that's why I do love these pieces that are based upon reality because it's like, like maybe it's not exactly to the T of what it was, but it's
goddamn
as close as you could get. Yeah, Scorsese's pretty good at.
Well, the Goodfellas was based on the book, and he adapted it for the fucking movie. So I would think if it's according to fucking what the fuck is his name in the movie?
The main character.
Yeah, Ray Liotta's character.
Fucking
Henry.
Yeah, Henry. Yeah,
Henry Hill.
Yeah, Henry Hill. Yeah,
it's according to his account.
Yeah,
I don't know how much you would want to trust Henry Hill's account of anything. But at the same time, things
did happen.
Yeah,
things did transpire. It's loosely based around a real life.
It's probably to make himself seem a little more innocent than he actually was, but
yeah, he's like just in the background, like I didn't kill that many people.
Lufthansa? No, I was home.
Yeah,
I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Lufthansa heist.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking classic, dude. It's a super good. I need to watch. I was talking like my ex was telling me that I need to watch Mrs. Doubtfire. I've never seen that.
You've never seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
Well, because I'm like only 31, so like a lot of late 80s movies kind of missed my like scope. You know, like I kind of just they weren't in my radar.
Yeah.
It was like 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, and then I like went back and I've. Like when I was like dating her, she showed me like Gremlins and like Little Monsters and like The Karate Kid for the first time.
Little Monsters, dude.
Little Monsters is sick. Yeah, we were talking about that in the beginning of the pod. But yeah, Howie Mandel, Fred Savage. That's
really beyond words, dude.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
That was one of those movies I remember I used to watch over and over.
Yeah. Hell
yeah. It was so absurd.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it because I've only seen it like once or twice.
Have you ever seen The Wizard? The video game movie with Fred Savage?
No.
There's a video game movie called The Wizard with Fred Savage where he meets this little mute boy. And the little mute boy is really good at video games, and he gets him to Las
autistic
Vegas.
As fuck.
Yeah, basically, and he gets him to Vegas, I believe it is, to get into a video game competition. It's one of the most fucking late 80s things in the early 90s, I think it is. Whenever Savage was big.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wonder Years Savage.
Wonder Years.
It's that era Savage. Wonder Years era Savage. Yeah. Peak fucking Savage.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
The most savage you could get at that time frame.
Yeah, Savage.
On that timeline, his name is exactly what you got.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
Fred the fucking Savage.
That's what they used to call him.
They used to just drop off whores at the front of his fucking trailer on Wonder Years. They'd go in, he'd chew them out, spit them out of his fucking trailer, then go out and shoot an episode.
They'd come out of crack whore. They go in a beautiful.
They come out broken and battered, and now in 45 years old, they went in 27.
Yeah,
they age like 12 years.
Yeah, it's like a reverse hyperbolic time chamber. Yeah,
reverse hyperbolic time chamber. Yeah. What is he doing to them in there? I don't want to know.
It's a time vacuum.
It's a time vacuum. That man is 112 years old.
Talk about beauty sleep. This is the exact opposite. Yeah, dude. Fucking. No, that's good, man. I fucking. Yeah, Ace got swept up by the protesters, but
I haven't looked. I don't know what protesters it is yet. I mean,
many protesters.
There's so many things that
crazy.
deserve to be protested right now. So it's hard to narrow it down.
I would love if like some really just like really mundane things started to be protested. Like people were just like, yeah, like the price of mayonnaise has gone up. Like we want mayonnaise to be like 50 cents cheaper on the dollar.
The price of buttermilk is outrageous.
Yeah. Cayenne is skyrocketing.
Cayenne. I require my nutmeg.
Yeah.
And I cannot afford it anymore.
I need more eggnog, and we need off-season eggnog is crazy. Seasonal eggnog
my home off-season eggnog that I make.
Yeah.
People clamor for around the summertime.
Yeah.
You can't get nog in the summertime. Yeah. I'm the plug for nog in my neighborhood right now. And if I can't pull it off with the right amount of nutmeg, like a
Get nog from your neighbor.
Like you're one of the fucking
nutmeg all
like it's
over.
The old the old Dutch trading company. You're going and getting all the spices.
Old Spice, the old spice trading company. Yeah.
I require my nutmeg.
We have the spice trading of the West Indies.
I'm gonna chop your fucking hand off if you don't give me nutmeg.
Yeah, give us our fucking nutmeg and our basil leaves.
We'll go. I fucking need fresh basil, or I'm gonna slit your goddamn throat.
My wife and my 7 kids haven't seen me for 13 months, but I will get these clover leaves. I will get
my
these
wife
dandelions.
Needs that chamomile tea.
Yeah.
During her goddamn period, or she's gonna be fucking unbearable.
We need those goddamn nettles, man. We need.
Bring me the nettles before it's too late.
We need the nettles.
Bring me the nettles, and I'll chop your son's foot off.
He'll lose it from diabetes from all those sugar leaf he's eating anyway.
We'll not give him any orange slices for his scurvy, sir.
Yeah. We're gonna put you on a boat and send you to America.
We're gonna float you to the nearest desert island, you fuck.
Yeah, we're about to mutiny up in this thing. Hopefully you can use the back from your hair to rope a couple of sea turtles. Pirates of the Caribbean is fire, dude. It's a good movie.
Yeah, man.
It's a good movie.
I love those fucking movies.
The music in that, dude, I feel like it's like the best orchestral movie of like, because it's like that up against like, like Harry Potter, Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is pretty fire too. The music in Indiana Jones is pretty bum ba dum boom bum ba dum.
Oh yeah, man. That's like iconic music, man. Yeah.
But Pirates of the Caribbean is pretty fire too, like that. Star Wars obviously pretty epic orchestral.
Yeah.
So I guess it's hard to pick.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz, yeah, that's true. I think,
Cabaret, with Liza Minnelli.
I can't think of any other music besides Dark Side of the Moon with Wizard of Oz because I've only watched it with Dark Side of the Moon the last 5 times I've watched Wizard of Oz. Like if I've watched Wizard of Oz in the last 20 years, it's definitely had the other soundtrack, so I can't remember what the original.
Well, I feel weird now.
No, I'm just kidding.
Because I for sure have watched that while smoking out, just because.
Do you know what?
Because of the wonderful things it does. We're off to see.
That's true. It does have the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
If I only had a brain, I could tell you why the ocean hits the shore, and then I'd sit and think some more. Oh, fucking get it, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
Oh, man, they're going to run into the witch right now.
I like you were talking about something that reminded me, though, of the Michael Jackson Oz, the Wizard of Oz.
The Wiz.
The Wiz, that's what it is. Yeah, because you said you were saying
the Wiz with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson.
You were talking about the Wizard, Fred Savage, the Wizard, and then that made me think of the Wiz.
Oh,
yeah, the Wiz. Yeah,
you know that's supposed to be a horror movie?
What? The Wiz?
The Wiz.
I mean, for children, it is.
I fucking man, it used to give me nightmares.
for a kid.
There's certain shit that I like. I've gone back and I tried to watch it a couple times, and every time I'll try and watch it, I'm just like, dude, I was watching this as a kid.
The Wiz is
just so fucking creepy.
For Corey Feldman, The Wiz is a horror movie. He watches it, and is like, no. Don't take me back! Not to Neverland! Not to Neverland again,
not the Ferris wheel!
No, not the giraffe! No, please! I can't have another lollipop!
I think, you know what? I think the alleged things that have happened to Corey Feldman
I made him a better guitar player. That's how bad he was gonna be.
I think his dancing is a fucking reaction to the trauma that he's experienced.
Yeah. He's got tenderfoot.
Oh, I think he's got more than tenderfoot.
Yeah.
I think what allegedly
he's got tenderfoot up his ass.
Has made multiple orify.
Red Foreman's in there somewhere because he's got a foot up his ass.
There's a red something.
Yeah.
Inflamed is what you would call it.
Yeah, the old red rocket.
Licensed.
Tesla got up in there.
Licensed to peg.
Licensed to peg.
Lost balls. The Teenage Mutant Ninja dry handy in a carousel car.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles.
Ooh. Could you imagine, dude, if they made something like that, a porn parody?
That'd be fire.
It was
dude.
the same.
What? It's just a bunch of hot chicks.
It was the same level animatronic and masks and shit as the Ninja Turtles from the 80s.
That'd be so sick. And it's just a bunch of hot chicks are the turtles, and then it's Shredder and fucking Master Splinter just fucking them. This is just a bunch of hot turtle babes because they're the Squirtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles, so they have to squirt. So then it's just them being just shredded by like Shredder's like, now you're gonna be shredded, and then Master Splinter's like, time for the splinter. Like,
yes, give me that turtle soup.
He's the Master Splitter. He's just splitting them. Like, yeah, girl, I'm gonna get in them fucking turtle guts.
Well,
Let me get in that turtle soup.
It couldn't be any less frightening than the Pokemon parody that I saw.
Oh no! Well, Misty. I definitely I fucked a Misty on a Halloween one time. One chick that I was chilling with on Halloween, and she dressed up as Misty. I was fucking stoked. I was like, yes, all of my childhood dreams are coming true now. But I think a Pokemon parody of Pokemon getting fucked, that's a little wild. Like Mr. Hands with Ponyta and Rapidash.
No, there's a chick in heavy makeup as a Pikachu.
Oh no.
Yeah, her face is all yellow, and she has this thing right here.
I think I actually maybe stumbled upon that once. Yeah, I think I saw
2 ears.
That.
It's so fucking creepy.
I think I saw that for a second. I was like, no, that one's too much.
It was suggested for me.
Yeah,
and I was like, what the fuck?
A library book.
I started asking myself questions.
You love this read.
I started asking myself questions about myself, like where have I come to in my life?
Yeah.
That I am just trying to innocently masturbate in the morning before I start my day, clear my mind, and the first thing I look at when I open the internet for porns is a Pikachu porn parody of the Pokemons. And it was horrifying.
Yeah,
absolutely horrifying.
No, that is crazy. That is wild.
That's gonna haunt my fucking
those
dreams
2 worlds,
probably tonight.
Yeah, those 2 worlds can't collide.
I haven't thought about it in a few days,
especially the realisticness of it, like the it being a real person, because there's those parodies of like there's those like the hentai or whatever. It's like the cartoon porn that you'll see where it's like, like Family Guy. It's like Brian
that
fucking
one
like
too.
Lois.
Those two.
But I feel like because it's drawn, you're not like, if you're jerking off to that and shit, yes. But if you just like watch it for a sec, back in the day. Now, if you're like this age and you're going to check that out, that is a little like, I don't judge, but I'm just saying, like, I saw those when I was like first jerking off at like 15, 16.
When I first started my jerking off career.
Yeah. I remember there was like I remember I would play like a video game that was like just like it was like the most like some of these like most horny internet video games. You would just go around and like it would be like a video game and you'd like get points, but then like your prizes would be to see like a like naked like chick, but it wouldn't even be a real naked chick. It would be a drawing of a naked chick.
Oh, is that
you
fucking
know what I mean? Like, I don't know what game it was.
Leisure Suit Larry?
It was that kind of stuff. It was like knockoff, even more like off-brand, like B-side off-brand knockoff of that shit. But I remember seeing that, like Leisure Suit Larry, and it was that kind of like stuff. It was like on that level of just like this internet like fucking like little sect of, I don't know, some weird shit. This is why kids shouldn't have fucking shit. Like, I barely was on the internet that much as a kid, and I still was like doing that. I was all about like the Neopets and shit. I was just thinking about Neopets the other day.
I was there when they started
Neopets?
The internet.
You were watching construction. You like went down to the like physical site, and it's just like a dude like fucking. There's like hammering it in. It's like internet coming soon. You're just like chilling there, looking like damn.
Being
dude,
that
like,
at the time,
one day
I was on enough drugs to be beyond time and space. Yeah. I was there when they were making the internets and the modems.
I was there,
and they made the things.
The day
and
that
the internet
they made
happened.
they programmed the first algorithm. I was there.
I remember downloading pictures of Cindy Crawford, and it was going frame by frame.
I remember
to click slowly down all the way. You know how long I had to wait to actually jerk off?
Yeah. You're like, I remember getting on LimeWire and taking 3 days just to download one porn scene that ended up being a horse fucking a badger. But
yeah, you would find some weird shit on LimeWire.
It said girl with big titties and nice ass gets pizza boy blowjob or pizza.
It would say best of Janine Lindemuller, volume 5. I would try to download it, and when I would get it, it was Mr. Hands. That's what I downloaded, and I feel bad, Mom. I'm sorry.
And you had to jerk off to it because it already took 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, I've waited this long. I gotta come.
You have to come, and you don't have anything else.
It was the weirdest foreplay I would give myself. Waiting for that porn to download on a LimeWire, or what was the other one? Napster had it too. Napster had porn.
LimeWire. There was like some others.
And then what was the satellite? There was another one. I can't remember though.
Yeah.
Then there was the torrent channel.
I didn't really do
the torrent channels.
I knew people who were
streaming
torrenting
services that was called torrent.
Oh yeah. I kind of remember it briefly, but it was like my buddy was like on that shit. I was like at this point tapped out less of like.
I used to have a less than savory roommate that would use the torrent channels, and there was movies I'd be waiting to come out, and I would buy tickets for them for the weekend they would come out. Like what was it? Spider-Man: No Way Home.
And
I was waiting for it to come out.
Yeah.
And then when I walked out of my room one day, he was watching it in the living room. I was like, motherfucker, I don't want to see this. He goes, no, it's really good. Nah, you fuck. And I would just have to like run through the living room and not see it.
Like, bro, I'm literally going to watch this in theater.
I'm leaving. I'm getting an Uber right now.
Yeah.
I'm high just for that movie right now.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. Yeah, theaters are like kind of a thing of the past. I mean,
I love movie theaters.
I still love going, but it's crazy how little amount of people will be there almost always.
I love it.
It's nice, but I'm just like, how long?
That's why you gotta fucking do it while you can. If it does go away,
exactly. That's true. That is true.
If I can, when I do go to the movies, I like to like try and treat myself, and I try if I have the money to do it.
Masturbate in the theater. I know me.
No, you don't. You find a really cheap one for that. No, I'd go to this place, the Lot, in Liberty Station. That
find a couple lizards
and
hey, I'm at the Lot. Let me find
it's the chairs. The chairs are like those recliner chairs, and you buy this space there, and you have a waiter come and take your order for food and shit. It's fucking baller as fuck to watch a movie. It's so good,
dude. There should be a fucking movie theater like somewhere where prostitution is legal, like in Amsterdam or like Las Vegas. Not in actual Vegas, but in Nevada. Nevada. They should make a movie theater.
What is it? From what I hear, it's like 30 or 40 minutes right outside Nevada in the desert or some shit.
I don't exactly know. I've never
I've never made the money, or I've never saved money to buy a lady of the night.
Oh no, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars, but
I have been at parties where someone has already bought them.
Yeah. Oh, so you got treated?
Well, I mean,
hell yeah, you got to indulge. If somebody brings a casserole, you're not going to be rude.
It depends on the casserole.
Exactly, it's true. Yeah, there could be some rough casseroles out there.
There are some in this
analogy.
Are some rough casseroles. The casseroles. I don't not much.
The casseroles might have extra rolls.
Egg casserole, I'm good.
If you got a casserole, that's an Asian joke right there.
Why does it smell like sulfur casserole?
Oh, we know right now, egg roll casserole.
That sounds delicious, but at the same time, very suspect.
What is the rating on this place? If it's not over a C, I'm good. I mean, if it's not under a C, I'm good. Sorry, we know under a C rating if it's authentic Chinese food.
You know what's strange? The lower the rating, the better the food.
That's because they could put.
But I don't know. I don't know if I would.
Fentanyl in it. If they get a D or lower, they're allowed to put fentanyl legally in the food. They don't. They don't test for fentanyl.
The only food I am not sure that I would eat is that Indian street food. Like if you seen those shows? Where the dudes are like fucking putting their hands inside of like bowls of chicken and just putting it inside stuff, like grabbing it without gloves, and they look like they had that. They've stuck their hand in their ass at least 2 or 3 times that day, like to scratch their own ass. It's a very
that's how you get
very
the
sweaty
spices.
country.
That's how you get the spices.
I don't know if I want the spice that's going to give me dysentery.
That's true. That is true. It might be like dysentery.
Dysentery is more like it.
Yeah, it would be scary.
I do not want to shit my insides out.
No, especially not in a foreign country. Like, that's just a bummer, dude. Like, I had that one time when I was, because I actually have, like, I haven't gotten, like, hit from a bout of it recently, but I have, like, hypercannabinoid syndrome. Or
I've heard of that.
Yeah, hypercannabinoid syndrome, where it's, like, it just happens to people where, like, you smoke. It's people who smoke a lot of weed. And sometimes what will happen is you'll just get, like, really sick. And sometimes it can be, like, not always, but sometimes it can happen when you, like, smoke it. Your body is very used to smoking. Then you don't smoke for a long time. That's what sometimes will, like, have triggered it sometimes on me. But then sometimes it's happened where I have been smoking and I just got sick. And, like, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's, but it's and they don't know very much about it. But anyways, I was taking a flight to Scotland to go on this, like, not school trip, but it was like a program through my school, basically, where it was like you could fucking it was like for, like, kind of like, you know, kind of troubled kids, not troubled kids, but just kids who were like, they were like trying to help people.
Just
like,
kids that are troubled.
Yeah, exactly. Troubled kids, trying to direct people to a different life path, and you could write a letter to them and be like, "Hey, this is why I should be picked." And then you had to pay for your flight and you paid for, like, breakfast, but they handled your lodging and they handled your dinners, and then they handled, like, the planning the whole trip or whatever. So like you get to go on these hikes. You're hiking the whole way through or whatever. So I was supposed to go in Scotland,
cool.
but I didn't go because I didn't get to go because I was like on the way and then I got sick on the way and like because I missed my flight. I missed my flight to Glasgow. And then so I'm just stuck in Newark because that was where I was flying out of. Like I flew from here to Newark.
From what I understand, that sucks.
Or not from here. I flew from Seattle actually. But yeah, Newark sucked. And then like Saints of Newark. Like shout out to fucking Sopranos. Like, but anyways,
no disrespect.
Yeah, many Saints of Newark. But no fucking. So I got stuck in Newark in the hospital. I went to the hospital because I like got hella sick, too sick. They wouldn't let me on the plane because I was like at the airport and I'm like puking in a fucking trash can. Like I'm like trying to check in and I keep going to the thing like, "Bah!" And I like am a scream puker.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah, so I like scream every time I puke. I'm like, Exactly. It's so like the fucking airport people. They're just like, no, dude. Like, there's no way.
I'm not putting you on a plane.
Yeah. There's no way you can just be in the bathroom in the plane, just everybody's just
constantly
like,
flushing.
Yeah. People are just like, what the fuck? So again,
as someone that's been like blacked out and they let me on a plane, that's amazing.
I know, it's crazy. I was like, what the fuck? So they wouldn't let me on. So then I just fucking went back to. I was like, well, I'm going to the hospital then. So I just went to the hospital and then they fucking ended up like giving me like they always do the same thing because this happened to me like a lot of times where I've gotten hospitalized for this, but like 12 times. I don't know. It's not a lot. But fucking I went to the hospital and like then they just give me like an IV, give you like fluids again, and then fucking give you like Zofran for nausea, and you like come down, and then like you're better in like a day. It's like you're better, but it just sucks. It's just like so. But anyways, I don't know why I told that story. Something about fucking Ireland or fucking something.
I've always wanted to go.
Yeah,
I used to want to go a lot more when I drank.
yeah. It would be
because I think going to the Guinness factory, would have been cool.
Yeah,
and going to the whiskery, whatever they make, however they make whiskey.
Oh, like the whiskey distillery.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But the kind of drunk I was, I don't think I should have been inside a distillery or anything.
yeah.
Especially whiskey.
Yeah,
dude, vodka. I used to drink vodka like water. Vodka was nothing. But whiskey, you drink a good fifth.
Yeah, your heart might have stood stillery if
I would have burned that bitch down, bro.
Yeah.
It would have been like that scene in the original Batman with Michael Keaton when he blows up the fucking chemical factory. Kaboom! It would have been that, dude.
Hell yeah.
But then I would have just been walking out holding the last bottle. Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, you would have been like Red waddling out of the barn. Like Pineapple Express.
Just asking, what's going on? What happened?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a great scene. Where they fucking
keep him here.
Yeah. The fucking Joe Pesci just
breaks the gun on his face.
He's just like, you fucking. But no, yeah. Yeah, wait, what were you just saying? What movie were you just talking about? You just talked about. I don't know. I lost it.
I don't know.
I lost it. You'll have to rewatch. Go back. But,
it was a fun train of thought, and I thank you for writing it with me.
Stop that train of thought. I'm leaving. Peter
Driving
Tosh.
that train high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed.
That means methamphetamines.
Trouble
he's like, yo,
ahead.
he's like, that's what he's about. He's saying like, hey, do more cocaine because you're on too much speed. Like he's like, watch your speed, bro. He's like, you need to chill on the fucking on the reds, on the blues.
What's the lady in red then?
Lady in red. I don't know. I'm just kidding. It's not. I'm not actually saying that's actually
Trouble
what the song
ahead, lady in red.
Yeah. Take my advice, you'd be better off dead. No, I mean, he's probably just talking about
there you go, buddy. There you go.
He's like, take my advice, you'd be better off dead.
Yes, I want to die.
Yeah.
It's the best I got.
Take your life.
Just fucking kill yourself.
Your own life. Yeah, hey, we're the Grateful Dead. What do you expect
it's
from us?
in the name, bro.
Yeah.
What do you want?
It's about suicide.
Did you read the liner notes?
The Grateful Dead. What do you think that means? It means we want to kill ourselves.
I've been smoking crack for a long time.
Oh, this record is actually signed by Mickey Hart, the drummer of the Grateful Dead.
No shit. That's cool.
Yeah, this is signed by Mickey Hart. I got him to sign it. He signed it. I met him because I did some I did the street team.
That's
for
way
him
cool.
And shit. Yeah.
Check that out, team.
Hell yeah, Mickey Hart right there. Everybody knowing the one hippie who will watch this show
yeah,
will be
man.
appreciative of
That's
that.
fucking
He's
cool.
like, what, dude?
That's so cool,
You should
man.
have got Phil's signature.
You should have got Jerry to sign it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I got a guitar that's signed by Jerry as well. It's by Andy Garcia, but
John Mayer keeps on wanting to sign it when I go to the shows, but I tell him no.
yeah.
And I'm like, no, man.
I don't want your signature. I don't want your fucking.
Man. When I get your Body's a Wonderland on a 45,
yeah.
then you can sign that, man. But until then, fuck off, bro.
Yeah. I just want a naked poster of Jessica Simpson, and then you can.
Nah, man. I don't care how good you are at guitar, man. Get the fuck away from me, man.
Yeah. You ruined my girl, Jessica.
You suck, bro.
She loved you, man.
You and your perfect fucking hair. Move out of the way, man.
Yeah, dude.
Where's Bob?
Yeah, try and go tell a joke and get roasted by a tell again. That happened at the Comedy Cellar. Like, because there was a point where John Mayer was trying to do comedy for a little bit. Yeah, he was like going out to the cellar and stuff, and like going up at the cellar, and like he was going up at like the Comedy Store and different places, like, and fucking he's at the cellar, and like he goes up and like, you know, does set, and then Attell is going after him, so then Attell goes up, and then Attell just goes up to the piano and just starts going, like, just bloop, bloop, bloop. He's like, plinkety, plinkety, plink, like, oh, I guess everyone's a comedian now. Like, he's like, well, now, like, look, I'm a musician. So, like, it's just like, plinkety, like, fucking, like, and he just fucking starts, like, just ripping on fucking John Mayer, and, like, it was, yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah, it was great. I love that so much. Attell's the best for that, dude. Attell's just, oh, look, hello. Like,
look at me.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Now I do music.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm a musician. Okay. Yeah.
Dude, that guy is on my Mount Rushmore.
Oh, he's the best, dude.
Yeah,
That was actually,
my favorite thing to this day is, because two of my favorite comics are Doug Stanhope and David Tell.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite living, anyway.
No, those are Doug Stanhope is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Doug's my favorite,
great.
and Tell is definitely on there. So
there's this old show called The Green Room.
Yeah, I love the Green Room. I love
that episode with him and he's ripping on Janine Garofalo.
Yeah, it's so funny. Jalene's all being all
goes,
woke and
but
shit.
To make it better, I did tell you that Mitch Hedberg had a crush on you.
Yeah. She's like, what? You didn't tell me? When did you tell me? I know. I'm like, oh, damn. I know. In that moment, I'm like, damn, bro, I wish Mitch had hit that, dude. Like, because she's not bad. Janine's pretty cute. Like, she is annoying and woke.
Yeah.
But she's pretty cute. You could see, like, young Mitch Hedberg and young her, him being like, yeah, fucking.
That'd have been cool.
Like,
At that time, that stage of them, with like Stanhope and Attell.
Yeah, I love that fucking.
That 4 people fucking comedy show would be amazing.
Oh my god, I love the videos of like there's that video of the show that Mitch puts together, and then like Stanhope like closes it. And there's a bunch of comics in the middle. It's like called like California Rolls or like something like that.
Was it when he had the long hair?
Yeah. And it's like where Stanhope's got the Christmas hat. We talked about that on the last pod. But that's like one of my favorite. Like just hearing the stories of them like living together, being like, you know, fucking really good homies and shit, and doing the road and stuff together. It's like, yeah, that's the coolest. Yeah, I mean, we already talked about this last time, but that's because both of us are big Stanhope, Mitch Hedberg, like all these guys.
Did I tell you
fans.
my favorite like interaction with the dude last time?
With
Doug Stanhope?
Maybe, but tell it again. You told me it was fresh.
One of the first times, like I went to one of his shows. He used to do shows in Ocean Beach.
Oh yeah,
at Winston's all the time.
Yeah.
And one of the times,
sick. I just played Winston's like this.
Shit.
Like on last Tuesday, with my band.
Dude, I remember. Oh, it was so great.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go up to the merch table, and there was this couple in front of me, and the dude told Doug, "Hey, Doug, I wanted to let you have sex with my wife. You think you want to do that?"
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And Doug looks her up and down and goes, "I think this probably would have been a better offer 10 years ago."
Yeah.
Did you want to buy a CD?
yeah. No, that's so funny. I love Doug. He's just the best ever. I was just watching him on. He just went on We Might Be Drunk, Sam Morrill and Mark Norman's podcast.
No shit.
Yeah, he just went on there.
That'd be a good fucking podcast.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. They're always they get some good people on there.
Sam Morrill and Mark Norman are two of my favorite comics right now.
They're very funny. I love both.
Really
love both of them. Both great joke writers.
Fantastic.
Really good joke writers.
Real natural and shit too.
Joe List too.
I haven't heard too much Joe List.
He's hilarious, dude. He's so funny.
I watched Mark Norman's special recently, whatever the new one is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, Mark is good. I think Mark is very formulaic, so sometimes after you watch a lot of his stuff, you kind of understand the formula and you kind of see it coming sometimes. Not to say you see it coming, but it's just like, I love Mark. I like Mark more for his podcasting and just him. He's a zany, funny dude.
Yeah.
His
quirky.
act has gotten like a little like not tiresome to me, but it just doesn't. It didn't make me like I ran sound for him at Skankfest and also a bunch of other people it's funny because like I compare him and Joe just because they have a podcast as well together and Tuesdays for Stories, which is a great podcast and it's mostly just them. They don't usually bring on guests, but I started listening to that podcast because of Mark, because I was like a really big Mark fan, and I still am a Mark fan. But Joe, I didn't really know Joe as well before I started listening to that podcast. After listening to it and then seeing Joe and everything else that he does and everywhere else, I love Joe like even more. I love Mark, but I love Joe is like my favorite of those. Just Joe's so he's so funny. Like his act is really funny, but just him as a person too, and on pods and everything. He's one of the. He's hilarious, dude.
I don't know why I never think to look up these guys on podcasts.
Yeah, they're so like some of their.
I still mostly only fucking relate them to doing just stand up. I don't think about podcasts.
Yeah, I'm a big podcast is kind of how I got into stand up in such a hardcore way. Like I liked stand up like as a casual fan for years, but it was never like something that was like.
Did you ever used to listen to Stanhopes?
No, I never got turned on into Stanhope till like I started like doing comedy.
It's still out there, and you go back and listen to the old ones. But it was it was him and like a couple of his friends.
Oh, his podcast?
Yeah, his wife.
He still does his podcast.
Oh, does he? I thought it ended.
Yeah, no, he started it back. Oh no, I didn't know you were talking about that. I thought you meant like his albums and stuff like that. Yeah,
Bingo's I have listened to. Bingo's getting drinks ready.
Yeah.
Getting the bar together, and then we're gonna start up.
No, he still does it. I catch a couple episodes here and there because he has some good ones, like from like especially like when it was during quarantine. Sam Talent and Shane Gillis were living at his house at the.
No shit.
They were living over at the compound in Bigsby, and so then so they did a couple episodes that were really good around that time, and then like he's come on Sam Talent. I love stand-up is like he's like one of my favorites ever. I missed him at Skankfest this year because he was there and he was like doing ketamine there and stuff too, and like you wrestling Yamanika, or he didn't actually wrestle her. He ended up like making out with her instead of wrestling her, but they were gonna. That was like the trick they pulled on everybody. But anyways, he was around.
That was the trick they pulled.
Yeah, like because they were like supposed to wrestle, and then they were like, "Yeah, let's just make out instead."
That's funny.
But he was around, and I totally didn't get to see him, so I was bummed because like he was at the stage that I was working at too, like right after I left. Like he showed up there, I guess. So elusive. So it's like, but I'll find him this year because this year Skankfest is in New Orleans.
Oh
Wow. So it's gonna be crazy. This year it's gonna be. Yeah, you should come out, dude. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I would love to do that.
I get you on to volunteer.
What month is that?
It's like or just put in. I'm sure that you can get fucking booked for it. But it's November. Yeah, November. It's gonna be in November 13th through the 15th or something. The middle of November. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, you want to plug some shit and then we'll cruise out of here, man.
Fuck, man. I'm so bad with that.
I know you got something coming up March 8th. I got things
happening.
March 8th.
I do.
That was a show I was going to do, but I'm not.
Tokyo, folks, I have things happening out there, internet world. I do.
You got the mic drop. Funny.
Yeah, but I don't remember what date it is.
I don't either. I just saw it.
Okay, hold on. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. The 6th of February, I will be on at the Jazzy Wishbone in Oceanside.
Yeah,
come
apologies.
On out for that. Hosted by Kyle Dean.
My apologies to Kyle Dean for flaking on him the last 2 times I was supposed to be on the open mic.
God damn it, Wes.
And then
God damn it.
He sent me kind of a salty message the last time. I couldn't make it because I'm forgetting what excuse I made up. But
then,
sorry, Kyle.
What I have in my calendar is the Lazy River Comedy Show on the 12th, which is at the Long Story Irish Pub on Voltaire.
I like the name. On out Lazy River Comedy Show.
And then
that's nice. It's like
I have another one. Oh wait, no,
that
place closed. Vegas we're no longer doing the show there.
Oh. Yeah, because there was a shooting there at a country music festival.
On the 22nd. This one was just recently booked. On the 22nd, I have a show at the Mujeres Brew House. Not my show. I'm not producing it. But come check it out. I'm going to be doing something on that because I have it written down. So I have something going on there.
He's going to be taking drink orders.
Hey,
what would you
and
like?
Then, of course, on the 28th, the final Friday show that I do every month at Main Tap Tavern, you guys.
Hey.
Come on out to Main Tap Tavern. It's going to be a blast, as always. If you're lucky, some sort of weird shit will happen, because that does happen.
I'll pull my dick out if you book me one time someday.
If you book me just one time. If you promise not to, I will.
All right, maybe we can negotiate.
I do not want your dick on the table, sir.
Yeah. We can be under the table kind of deal.
Ooh. That also sounds a little fishy. I don't know.
All right, cool. Well,
do you have anything to plug? What are you doing?
No, actually I do. I do have a show. My band is going to play a show at the Holding Company in OB.
Oh, cool.
On St. Patty's Day, and there's going to be a bunch of other bands playing that day. It's a daytime show, 3 p.m. Tickets are $10. You can hit me up to get them. And we'll have a ticket link and shit soon. That's all not up yet. But St. Patty's Day, that's really the only thing I have to plug. I'm not. Actually, I'll be on the Blarney Stone show on the 27th of this month. Me and my buddy Rob Conroy, who's coming in from Seattle, good homie of mine. I'll have to introduce you when he's in town. He'll be staying here for like a week, and we're gonna try and do some shows and stuff while he's around, and maybe go to LA and stuff because he's got some connections there. But anyways, we'll be on the Blarney Stone show. Shout out to Ben Keltner. He puts that together. And, man, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you.
Of course, bro.
Hell yeah, dog.
Wes Caminetti, tear up the mic like confetti.
Hey, yes, sir, dude. Tommy Lucero. We get that dinero. We'll be back next week. All right, we love you guys. West Side Stories Podcast. Peace.